Yo, what up? Live stream. Fuck. I'm just going to tab smaller so I can get up my letterbox list. Jude won't be attending this podcast, but he may show up in the chat later on. So yeah. Currently 0 viewers, so I'll telling people to chat in the comments. Oh, we already got someone. Oh, it's Netflix. Don't we all? Okay. Letterboxed. Open this up. Profile. Lists. Now I've got to open up a separate tab for you guys so I can screen both lists. I'm just going to tell him that I'm streaming now because he wants to join in. Alright, so let's just get his list off right now. They're basically over, but there will be other movies I'm watching. So at the follow me and Jude on Letterbox. It's just my name and it's just his name. And then you can see the other movies we're watching on other times of the month because I'm going to watch movies tonight. Still a few more days left of the month. And yeah, I'm just about to watch other movies as well, but I'll open these lists up. So I got 2 viewers in the chat now. Jude, Kim, and here we go. Yep, so follow James Edwards and follow Jude Kim Edwards on Letterboxd, the movie rating system where we review, rate, make lists, etc. So he's seen 5 movies and I've seen 11 movies. So I'm just gonna go from my 11th up to 5, and then I'm gonna say both his 5s, and just read out his review and just off by what he's told me, what he thinks, unless he has something to say in the chat. So my number 11 on this list is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Netflix reboot sequel thingy. It's pretty bad, but not as bad as people say in my opinion. I gave it like a 5. There was a few scenes that look visually cool. It's a little fun towards the end, but it's not a good movie. But I don't hate it as much as a lot of people do. I just don't love it. Okay. And my number 10 is the new Uncharted film with Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, and I don't know who the rest are, but yeah, watched this at cinema with 2 mates. It was really fun. I had no expectation going into this because I only played a bit of like the first video game. I think not the first one of them. I don't know, maybe 4. I think it was 4, but I wasn't really a fan of the franchise at all. So like, I didn't really get into it. But yeah, but I had no expectations. But when I came in, it was what I wanted, just a fun time watching Tom Holland get flung into walls and pretty much axed. And yeah, it's a fun time. It's not an awesome movie, but it's a 6 out of 10 movie. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably pretty good for a video game adaptation movie, but the dialogue's a bit eh. Okay, and then at number 9 we have Escape from New York. This is pretty low on the list, and a lot of people don't probably. I mean, a lot of people do like this movie, but I gave it a 6. I thought it was pretty fun, but there is a lot of boring parts in this, and the music's awesome, yeah, but nothing just had me suction glued to the screen. Like nothing had me go, "This is awesome." Yeah, I don't know, probably the worst John Carpenter movie so far, but yeah, I'm still gonna check out Escape from Las Vegas, or no, Escape from LA, I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, it's all right. Then at number 8 we have Batman Begins. I'm gonna be watching Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises today, and hopefully some other Batman sequels today and on like afternoons, because on Friday night I'm gonna be watching The Batman with 2 of my mates. One who's really into it, Ricky Bliss. He's really into those movies. I'm not the biggest fan, but I remember watching The Dark Knight when I was a kid and really liking both Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. So yeah, but it's kind of like a reboot thing, so I don't know. Let's see if it holds up. But And yeah, that's pretty good. So 7 out of 10 overall. Yeah, it's alright. There is a few scenes. I don't really like the training scenes. Like I know they had to be in there because they're in the comic and all that, but just the way that they were, I just didn't enjoy them that much. And like Liam Neeson didn't really suit the character, in my opinion. Like Liam Neeson's not an awful actor. He's good in this one movie called Commuter. He's really good, but he always plays the same character. And in this movie, you kind of find out why he's just not really good at playing anyone except Liam Neeson, basically just the tough guy. But yeah, it's still a good movie. Still good origin story. You don't really need to see this to see the Dark Knight, but you kind of do. I don't know. It kind of just sets up the next one, but there's nothing like crazy you find out. It's kind of just stuff you would already know, even if you're not into the movies. Like his parents are like dead and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and then at number 7, by the way, that's 7 out of 10. At number 7, we have Jackass Forever. This one's kind of weird to rate because it is a movie, but it's kind of not a movie. I 7 out of 10 for like production value, but if I had to give this like a rating for just pure enjoyment, I'd probably give it like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 because this is really fucking entertaining. But it's just, yeah, it's just nothing super crazy. It's just people fucking around. So yeah, um, had a really fun time with this. Watched of Geo and Ward. Um, and yeah. Okay, and then at 7 out of 10 for that, by the way. I keep forgetting to say, I think. Number 6, we have the original Final Destination movie. This movie is pretty awesome, pretty fun. It's not my favorite, but it's my second favorite. My favorite Final Destination movie in the franchise is Final Destination 5. This is my second favorite. The rest aren't that good, except I can handle 3 kind of. 2 is really fun actually. Yeah. And then at number 5, we have, by the way, that is also a 7 out of 10 Final Destination. At number 5, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2006, I believe, remake. Let me just, yeah, remake. And yeah, this is my favorite in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise so far. It probably will remain because the only ones I have to see are like the bad ones, like Texas Chainsaw 3, Texas 3D, Leatherface, all the new kind of ones. I've seen the first one, I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I've seen the remake, and I've seen the Netflix one. I have to see all the others, and apparently none of them are good. But I'm probably still gonna check them out because I wanna see if I have a different opinion on them. But yeah, that movie is awesome for a movie in that franchise. I love the original. I love the original and this are both 7 out of 10s. I both love those movies. This one, I like it more. It's just more entertaining, and I don't know. I just like it more. The characters are more interesting to me. But yeah, the original is also a classic. But this is a very hated opinion. A lot of people love the original way more than the remake. I'm on the train of like I reckon the remake's better, which is not the case for most horror movies. But yeah, and I'll check out the other sequels and stuff. Okay, and then at number 4 we have Christine. This is the John Carpenter car movie. This is not what I was expecting, and I'm kind of glad. I thought it was going to be like about like a killing kind of car, but it's not. It's actually well, it is about that kind of, but it's also just about. It's just a really great story about something as simple as a car can change a person. It's also I would kind of consider this as a horror, but it's not really scary. There's just some scenes where it's like trying to kill people and stuff by itself. But yeah, 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's good. Um, you know, yeah. And then at number 3, this one's kind of weird to rate, but it's the Death on the Nile remake. I was going to give this a 7, but I bumped it up to an 8. But if this was just purely off script and everything, I'd give it like just a 7. But I kind of let my mix of entertainment, the movie in general, mix together into an 8. So it's like a kind of generous 8. Um, but on some days I might look back and go 7 because I love this movie, but it did take a while to get to the murder scene, and there is like a few scenes they could have got rid of. But this movie is really fun. I didn't guess the ending. A lot of people say it's predictable. I didn't guess it, and I usually do guess stuff like this. Um, yeah, and it looks awesome. Cinematography is awesome, and I think this is worth a watch. And if you're gonna watch it, I reckon watch it in 4K or at the cinemas while you can because this movie is really fun. And yeah, the only thing they could have done is just made the intro a bit shorter, like just gone to the murder quicker. But at the same time, it is a remake, but they could have done anything. They could have cut stuff out. Like, I don't know. Probably just too scared to. Okay, and then at number 10, this isn't necessarily a movie, but it's a documentary. Also, I just realized that I've gone from 5 all the way to 2 without saying Jude, so I'm just going to go and say Jude's in a second. Maybe give him more time to see if he comes in the chat. But at number 2 for me, yeah, I'll get to his chat after I get to one, is Genius, the Kanye West trilogy Netflix documentary special. I've only seen the first 2 parts. The third part's coming out soon. But off what I've seen, this is like a, what did I rate it? I think I gave it like a, yeah, it's an 8 out of 10 because this is great, really entertaining, and you get to see what he went through. You know, he went from a producer, and it's just a really cool thing. It shows a lot of old like footage. The documentary is mainly just old filmed footage with like voiceover it sometimes. It's really cool. And yeah, and then at number 1, we have El Camino. I rewatched this on Blu-ray because the new season of Breaking Bad's coming out. I want to get back in the mood. And my mum had seen like all the show, but she hadn't seen this, and she'd also seen Better Call Saul, so she needed to see this. And I showed it to her, and she liked it. So yeah. And then yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go to 10 out of 10. By the way, for that movie, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go Juice List right now. Here's number 5. I'm just gonna go to see if I can open up a review for this. 24 watched. I'm gonna go to see his review. Let's just go and open it up. But if he is okay, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre is at his bottom. He gave this movie a 1 out of 10, and what's he have to say? Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm in members. Sorry, I need to go to reviews. There we go. Reviews. I think a lot of people, yeah. Okay, that's such a short review, but I'm going to read it out anyway. It says, I knew I was going to and I was right. Please no more of these movies. Kind of agree. I don't want any more of these movies because, spoiler alert, at the end, they go back to the original Texas Chainsaw House. It looks cool, but I don't want any more Netflix sequels, so I agree with him on that. That movie sucks. He gave it a 1 out of 10, though. I don't hate it as much as him, but still, yeah. And then the next on his list is Double Jeopardy. I've seen this. I'm pretty sure he has the same thoughts on me, but I'm still gonna go to his little like review anyway. So let's just open that up. Reviews. Silly and partly unrealistic. Silly and partly unrealistic, but it's also good. And yeah, it says Ashley Judd and Tommy Lee Jones with love on next to him. Like, I don't know, but I totally agree with that. Like, that is literally my thoughts on the movie. Okay, and then at number 3, he has this movie called The Hot Chick. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's directed by Tom Brady. I think his review just says directed by Tom Brady, but why the fuck did he direct a movie? He directed 3 movies, and they're all like weird. The Comeback, Bucky, Last and Born to Be a Star. Yeah, I don't know why Tom Brady directed movies, but he did. Yeah, I think he gave that like a 6. I'll check. I'm just gonna assume. Yeah, he gave that a 6. And then I probably can just go to his account because I don't have reviews there. At number 2, he had Mongolia, and he says, "Don't know what to write. It's good though." He gave it a 7 out of 10. I don't know. Maybe in another video he'll have something to say about that, but yeah, I think this one has like Tom Cruise in it and stuff. And then his number 1, he has Jackass Forever, and he just gave it a 10, said the loudest and most I've ever laughed in a cinema. This is the review I'd write for my entertainment value, but I just went to the honest route. Yeah, so thanks everybody for watching this. My complete collection video, I'm literally going to finish filming it because I want to get it out before March, and I got lazy with it, and I'm going to do a DVD, Blu-ray, VHS collection video. Also, I'm not showing TV shows in that video anymore because just that went for an hour alone. So I'm going to have a separate video of like my TV show collection and upload that like afterwards or before, whatever, probably after. But yeah, thanks.